The Last Man. The last man died on Earth on Friday, June 12, 2263. While running after his next meal, a slip sent him down into a dried-up well, falling 100 feet down to his death. He died without fanfare or glory or mystery, but rather alone, in mystery and hungry. This stranger was not like you or me. He didn't speak your language or look familiar to you. He didn't conform to culture or race or normality. He didn't occupy himself with anything else other than surviving. He stayed close to the remaining untainted waterholes, always avoided the rain because it burned his bare skin. He, like everyone else, followed the migrations, the constant moving after the climates. Some moved north, others moved south, always away from the expanding equator and dead zones, away from the heat, the fires, and the floodings. To say that global warming changed the world is an understatement, because with it, it changed the people, the way of life, and humanity itself. The deserts expanded, the world got hotter, causing fires throughout, cities, rainforests, and anything in its way burned to the crisp. For the last 100 years, nations cascaded to failed states. Tensions at borders gave way to wars. The public turmoil grew due to the lack of food, water, and shelter. Worldwide pandemics stretched the lack of the resources left even more. Yes, the acid oceans full of plastics and pollution died. Governments unable to stay in control turned into dictatorships and tyranny, giving way to the end of humans on Earth. Friday, June 12, 2263, the end of humanity. The world is silent. An alert goes out to the board of planetary directors on Kepler Earth 2. It reads, confirmed last human TOD, 11:42 a.m. DNA extracted? Yes. Human population? None. Earth cycle 4 completed. Convene board. Humans on Kepler Earth 2 were people like you, but are now very different. Strangers from a distant future. As they meet, they discuss the results of Earth Cycle 4, a human population simulation on what is left of planet Earth. The results? Cycle 4 showed that technology didn't hinder first humans from using up all fossil fuels and other resources. 2. First humans were unable to work together to save the planet even with ample scientific proof. 3. First humans lacked the initiative to action, which resulted in the planet's ruin, ending all life. The improvements. First, human self-destructive nature is not in their DNA, but rather is an external choice or action directly connected to the planet's use and acquisition of natural resources. Second, an increased interest for renewable energy was observed. Third, an increase of 542 years to the human timeline. It also yielded new combinations of DNA produced in this cycle's population that has never shown up in our mappings. Such DNA has been collected, analyzed, cleaned, archived, and added to our planet's origin DNA banks. The board recommends to move forward with Earth Cycle 5 and 4 origin clones, 2 female, 2 males, be prepared to seed the planet. Earth's modifications will start immediately. Oceans, surface, and atmosphere will be restored. But oil and coal reserves will not be replenished in an effort to reduce self-destructive tendencies in first humans. Earth Cycle 5 goal is to prove that in order to eradicate the self-destructive nature of first humans, resources and the means to acquire them be limited. If this goal is met, We recommend that these changes be made to our own way of life and must affect all Kepler humans living in our star system. If Earth Cycle 5 succeeds, we will finally be able to eradicate the remaining traces of our earthly human ancestors' self-destructive nature in us since we left Earth 50,000 years ago. Remember, he who fails to plan for the future plans to fail.